I think what makes a good running back is his agility, speed, and strength. My dream has always been to hopefully make the NFL and then own my own sports business. My name is Mastropaolo, and I'm a junior at Edison High School. I play 2 sports, track and football.
My journey started, well, we have 2 biological daughters. We were blessed. Years down the road, we just felt that we wanted to build our family again. We thought, why don't we adopt an older child? Because of course, the older children are much harder to place. You know, through the process of elimination, we came to Haiti. You know, it's right off our border. And the hardest child to place adoptively in this world is a black male over the age of 1. We selected an orphanage, we contacted them, and that's when you have to be extremely honest with yourself, with what are you willing to accept. And the first picture we saw was Cass. Around the age of 3, was sold into the Haitian child slave trade. They're called Restovex. So he became a slave.
You remember this picture, Mom?
I remember getting it.
I didn't even know I was going to be adopted.
Yeah.
I remember that.
You do, huh?
Mm-hmm.
A 3-year-old can actually do something, but they're not old enough to know that that's not the way things are supposed to be, so they're not going to escape. He was a kitchen slave in the city of Port-au-Prince, and he's being auctioned off, and there was a missionary walking by and saw him being auctioned and knew she had to do something. So she bought him for $60 American and then took him to the orphanage. We don't actually know how old he is. At that point, we only had a picture of his birth father and an older brother.
Orphanages in Haiti are private. There are no government-run ones. So then you have to do all your homework. Are they legit? It was difficult to get word out of Haiti as to where this stood. We were given an adoption number. All the groups that Laura was in, you would monitor, all right, because they were just going in numbers. And then you would ask, okay, well, when did you start your processing? How long did it take? And we were starting to figure out that it was gonna take, you know, quite a bit longer. And then when we finally got the word that he was gonna be released, they said, okay, when you go, here are the 3 people you need. You need so-and-so, he's your driver. You need so-and-so, he's your translator. And you need Junior. And I said, who's Junior? He's your bodyguard. And you're going, holy smokes.
So then we had to find someone to bring him home because there was a travel advisory at the time and we couldn't go there. We found someone who was going to go and try to get 5 kids out because they were going into presidential elections, which there tend to be a lot of violence. So we quickly got her power of attorney to be able to escort Cass out of Haiti.
The irony of it is, she goes over, only pulls 1 kid out, ours.
The experience was, you know, everyone has a birth story. Cass's birth story to us looking through the glass of the incoming people coming off of flights in Miami.
I mean, I feel blessed. As I got older, I started to understand why.
I think it was meant to be because the person who brought him home was the missionary who bought him at the slave auction. So she got to see his story come full circle.
he absolutely loves football. He's got a great attitude in sports. He shows incredible sportsmanship. I look back to that very first run and how it completely changed him.
It all started out with my first game in 5th grade. The very last play, my dad told me to jump in and run the ball. So I got the ball, ran, and scored a game-winning touchdown, and that's when I realized I started to fall in love with football.
We started about 3 years ago. He's probably one of the hardest working kids that I ever got to work with, ever got to meet. I'm really happy to just be able to help push him and help get him to the next level. You know, sports is one thing you have really growing up, you and your friends, and he's willing to, you know, run through a brick wall for you. That's the type of person Cass is.
A lot of Cass, what Cass does is natural. To use his strength and speed as a defensive lineman at 180 pounds. Seems odd maybe to some people, but for us, as we moved him and let him make plays, it really put him in great position and let him just play using his talents. His strength and his quickness is a huge plus. I mean, you know, I just see how he can take a 260, 70 pound guard or center and beat those guys just with his strength and be able to make plays. So he wants to be successful. He wants his teammates to be successful, and he's very driven for that to happen.
Sports has done it, and that was the light. The passion he has for that has then spilled. It was great because it spilled over into the classroom. So he understands, now I need to work harder in academics.
All right, have a good day. See you later.
Vous avez passé un bon week-end? Cass is one of those kids that you would do anything for. He always wants to make sure everything is just right. In addition to just his academic determination to do whatever. I mean, he cares about what's going on in the classroom. So he has his own objectives in learning things because he has plans now to go and visit France, going back to visit his sister.
The Red Cross has a people finder, and because we knew his father's name and his brother's name, I got an email from the International Red Cross saying someone in France wants to access your information. So the day after that, I got a very long email from a woman explaining, I am also a Haitian adoptive mother, and I think my daughter is your son's sister.
It's very real for him, and it's neat to see someone put what you're teaching in class into what they want to be able to do with it in real life.
What else would be involved in the...
Cass is very hardworking, energetic. Not only does he take his academics seriously, he's also gifted athletically. I see him being very successful in the future.
Wonderful young man that always has a smile on his face. I mean, I think anytime you have a local student athlete that again wins an award, you know, as prestigious as this at the national level, it has to make you feel pretty good for someone that's representing the community of Berlin-Milan.
He has the most positive, optimistic outlook on life. He is the hardest working kid I've ever known. He's survived so much to get here.
If I didn't work hard, I don't know where I would be. No matter where you come from, you should still always work hard.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I think the best thing for us is the growth socially. You know, he didn't have very good social skills when he came home. So just learning to be a friend, learning how to have friends, how to have fun, you know, make a positive out of a negative. You know, you look back at all the struggles and all the mountains we've had to climb, it makes it worth it. He could be curled up in a corner in a fetal position all day long, but he's not. He chooses to live. He's a survivor, and he is determined to make his life successful.